Welcome back to the ENHL Network. Tonight, it is Game 4 in this series between the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Carolina Hurricanes. Pittsburgh taking a 2-1 series lead just a few nights ago, and Peter Mrazek is back between the pipes tonight, hoping to win at least one at home, and Matt Murray hoping to lead his team to a 3-1 series lead. Zach Finch on the call as Aho and Crosby step into the opening face-off circle. The ref drops the puck, and we are underway as Crosby will push Aho out of the way to start out. A little chaos in the neutral zone, but Hornqvist finally gets possession for Pittsburgh, but Carolina will grab it back. Aho crossing center, he slows up across the blue line, tried to cycle it, but Hornqvist there to intercept, and Van Riemsdyk will have to pick it up in his own end. Off the boards, Aho there to retrieve it. He was pressured, and he had to give it up and find Slavin. Slavin at center. Carolina getting pushed back into their own end, and Slavin hands it off to Svechnikov, and they finally break Pittsburgh territory. Back to point to Slavin. He tried to do a cross-ring pass to Aho, but that was picked off, and here comes Hornqvist. Down along the hash marks, he tried to center that. Svechnikov there to meet it. Slavin over to Tara Vinen. He crosses the blue line at the hash marks, finds Svechnikov in the slot, and Murray making his first save of the day, and he'll cover for a stoppage in play. Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, that this stream does support Project Hope. Project Hope supports frontline workers during COVID-19. So click the link in the chat to donate or support by just being a viewer. We appreciate it here at ENHL. As Murray patted that one aside, Pettersson picks it up, and Malkin will hand it off to Zucker. Malkin on the near side, pressured by two Carolina Hurricanes and forced to make a play, and Stahl there to intercept. Jordan Stahl, one-on-one. Goes wide, doesn't have any options, so he finds Hamilton, he scores! Dougie Hamilton from Jordan Stahl, wrist one past Murray, and Dougie Hamilton has just tallied his first of these ENHL playoffs. Jordan Stahl was going one-on-one, and two defensemen pushed him to the side, but he finds Hamilton, and he wrists one pass for his first of the playoffs, and Carolina takes a 1-0 lead here in the first period. So it is Hamilton from Jordan Stahl, as Hamilton remains out on the ice, and so does Jordan Stahl, as the referee set to drop the puck here. Malkin will kick that back to Schultz, and Pittsburgh looking to respond as Zucker took a slap shot from far out. Mrazek handled that one, and Fogle will break it out. Fogle on the right-hand side, he carries, stops, and he tried to center that. Malkin there to pick it off. Zucker crosses the line, and Gardner will intercept that right as he does so. McCann halts, finds Hamilton at the point. He cycles it down low. Hamilton got bumped off the puck, so he has to retreat all the way back into his end. And he'll go cross-rink over to Stahl. Back over to Hamilton. Carolina opening up the ice here as Hamilton stops, goes around Schultz, and a slap shot from the point goes just wide. Haula centered that for McGinn. Schultz tied him up, and Tanev will carry it for Pittsburgh. 5 minutes have passed here in the first period, as Pittsburgh will hand it over to Buchstan, over to Johnson on the wall. He pinches, and McCann forced to grab that below the line. Schultz pressured, and Fogle finally able to get a stick on it, and he'll carry it out. Fogle stops at the top of the circle, gets bumped off, and Johnson will pick it off, pressured, but he gets it rink side to Bluger. Bluger over to Johnson. He stops, tries to send that for Tanev, and that hit a couple sticks on the way through. Carolina clears, and will dump it in behind Murray. Johnson there to meet it. Finds Tanev. Tanev curls around Slavin, continues on, drops it back. Cahoon trying to take a shot in the slot. That hit a stick out in front, and Bluger gets it right back. Bluger in front, and that was stopped by Mrazek. Netchis there for Carolina. He gets the puck out, and Dzingel will carry it. Now he slows up, crosses the blue line. Pressured by three Pittsburgh Penguins, he'll dish it back. Van Riemsdyk to Haula. He didn't get a good shot. Edmondson shot, blocked, rebound, and Dzingel just missed the net as Murray blockered that one behind. Williams in the corner. Edmondson, and it was Dzingel who had a quick shot on net. And Murray under fire, forced to make a great save, and he'll freeze for a whistle. Aho and Crosby back out there for their respective teams, taking the face-off to the left of Murray. Referee will drop the puck, and Crosby wins that, but it's turned over in a quick shot. Murray had to stay alert, but it went wide of the net. Hornqvist takes a shot of his own, and Mrazek this time freezes Crosby, coming in there with a head full of steam. No retaliation there, so they'll line up, and we'll get another face-off. Aho and Crosby back out there as we approach the halfway mark of this first period, and Crosby will win it back. Guentzel a shot, that went just wide. Van Riemsdyk there to collect, he'll pass it, then off the back of the net. So Letang will corral that at center. Guentzel, the last man back, he weaves, goes side to side and right back, and Dumoulin will carry that, he pinches, finds Crosby, and that one hit a leg out in front. Guentzel, back to the point, gets the return feed, Hornqvist, battling with Slavin in the slot. Slavin won that battle, and here comes Shrestokov. Centering pass, back to Shrestokov, he got hit, and Van Riemsdyk from the point. He slapped that just wide. Teravainen a shot, and that was blocked too. Edmondson battling with Letang. Letang won that battle, and Hornqvist crosses center, and he'll stop. Zucker pressured, and Aho there to pick up the loose puck. Teravainen back the other way, and that was McGinn with a shot on net. That was turned aside by Murray. Malkin gets poke checked. Edmondson there to pick up the puck, and that was McGinn who just stayed on sides. Pass it back to Aho, back to Edmondson. He's in the slot, find a shot from the point, and Aho had that shot blocked. Letang joining the rush, he'll find Zucker, and he'll cross the blue lines with Williams pressuring. Hands it back to Dumoulin. Bukestad, a weak backhand shot on net. Easily turned aside by Mrazek. Pesce finds Williams, and McGinn will get that ahead, and a slap shot on net. Went just wide. Letang finds Bukestad, and Rust will try to toe drag it. Stahl made the defensive stop there, and back-to-back hockey here as no team able to get situated. Jordan Stahl in the slot. Finds Williams in the corner. Stahl has it once again. Hamilton try to dish it back to Stahl, but Pittsburgh there to intercept it, and Dumoulin will come up. Finds Bukestad a shot, and he broke his stick. So a great opportunity in the slot. Stick just gave out on him, and here comes Foegele. Foegele back to the point. That's dumped in. Rust there to meet it, and Bluger will try to break it out, but Carolina there to intercept, and Murray forced to make a save on Foegele. And he'll freeze for a whistle with 6:29 remaining here in the first period. Carolina hoping to tie this series and get a bit of revenge on Pittsburgh. It was Pittsburgh who beat them in the conference final in 08-09, and that sparked the infamous 9-year drought from the playoffs. And they hope to get their revenge tonight to tie it up at 2. Wallmark behind the net will dish it back. Zingle finds Hamilton at the point, but that's checked, and Hamilton will have to retreat to the neutral zone. Gardner finds Wallmark, and Wallmark will carry it in, finds a Zingle, and Murray, a good pad save. Right on the doorstep was the Zingle. Guentzel tried to dump it in. Gardner was there to get a piece of it, and he'll carry it the other way. Netchus down low, tried to find a Zingle, and he couldn't get a shot off. Third opportunity, and he finally does. Murray unable to find the puck, but eventually does so, and he'll freeze for a whistle here. So Van Riemsdyk has been promoted to second place on the hit list. He was third for a long period of time. But more teams starting to recognize the threat on the Carolina blue line. That is Van Riemsdyk, and here he is at the point. Down low to Williams. Van Riemsdyk gets the return feed, and that's dumped in. Bukestad couldn't find it, and Haula will find McGinn. Haula below the net. McGinn finds it, and he'll dish it back. Slavin tried to dump it in. He's bumped. But Carolina there to support. Haula out in front is Williams. Try to find McGinn, but he has it now. Carolina cycling, and Gardner forced to go around. Finds McGinn. He's in the slot, and a shot that was deflected by Williams out in front. Murray made the save, and he played it to the shock of the Pittsburgh defenseman. Tanev breaking it out, so no harm, no foul, and Pettersson tried to do a drop pass, but that's picked off. McGinn doesn't quite have enough speed for a breakaway, but he finds Williams, unable to get a good shot off, and he's pinned to the wall. Schultz there to pick it up. He'll find Crosby, and Guentzel in with less than 3 minutes. A shot that's blocked out in front. Williams over to Stahl. He crosses center, goes wide, but he lost some momentum and had to dish it back. Williams in the corner finds Niederreiter, and he had a good shot on net. Murray made another pad save. He's been busy in that region tonight. Gensel finds Hornqvist. Waits, he'll dish it back to the point, and Schultz finds Crosby, and he was bumped off the puck, but Dumoulin a shot. That was Johnson. And that one was deflected high and wide. Edmondson finds Williams 1-on-3 here. Let's see if he can make anything happen. Gets the puck, and he got a good shot off. Another one, and Shestakov a third chance. And Murray forced to make a great save off a great individual effort from Williams. Made something out of nothing, and here comes Zucker. That was deflected high into the corner. Pesce intercepted by Rust. But Slavin right there to meet it. That was a cross-crease pass that almost found its way to the stick of Hornqvist. Shestakov in for Carolina. Under a minute left. Aho trying to get a shot off. He's bumped. Rust with just about 10 seconds remaining. He'll have to make something happen quick. Rust over to Johnson. A shot rebound, and Malkin with 5 seconds remaining in the period. Right on the doorstep, finds the rebound and ties this game back up at 1. So Malkin, his second goal of the series, his second of the playoffs as well, ties this one late, and with just 5 seconds remaining, Malkin spoiling Carolina's party as he puts that one past Mrazek and has his second. So Malkin with 4 seconds left in the first period. The assist coming from Johnson and Schultz will round this period out as Teravainen goes wide, and the last-ditch effort was for naught, and we will go into the first intermission the same way we started, tied. So an interesting first period. Carolina out to a quick 1-0 lead, but it was Malkin in the dying seconds, as close to a buzzer beater as you'll get, ties this game up at 1. We'll be right back after these messages. You're watching ENHL. Welcome back to ENHL. We are just about set to get this second period underway. It was Evgeny Malkin with 4 seconds remaining in the first period, tied this one up at 1. And we'll see if either team can take a step out in front here as a 2-on-1 for Carolina off the draw. Pittsburgh catches up, so Van Riemsdyk will take a shot from the points. Murray will freeze that for an early whistle here. So just an update around the league. Yesterday, Calgary beat Winnipeg by a score of 5-3. Calgary now leading that series 3-1. And Dallas was able to stay alive against Nashville as they won by a score of 6-3. And Nashville still has a commanding 3-1 series lead. And we'll see what Dallas has to offer. And coming up later tonight, Tampa Bay versus Boston, as Crosby and Aho step into the opening circle. That's kicked back, and Gensel there to pick it up. Gensel crossing the blue line. He dumps that one in. Slavin there to meet it on the right-hand side. Crosby finds Hornqvist a shot, and that was a weak shot from a sharp angle. Mrazek just shouldered that into the corner. Crosby 1-on-2. Van Riemsdyk's there, and he'll win the battle, and Van Riemsdyk will hand it off to Aho. Hornqvist right on him, and he gets the puck right back. Dumoulin tried to dump it in. That didn't go far. Slavin there to meet at the top of the circle. And Teravainen will dump it in himself. Can Carolina get something started here? No, as Letang breaks that out. Dumoulin finds Letang again, and Hornqvist has it in the neutral zone. Hornqvist goes wide around one. Hurricane tried to center it, gets it right back. Centering for Schultz. Gensel a shot. That was a backhand into the corner. Hornqvist right out in front. He dishes it back. Schultz a shot, and Mrazek freezes that one as it was chaos in his end. And with 17:24 remaining, one still tied up at 1 as no team able to step out in front early. Malkin, the hero for Pittsburgh, will kick that one back to Schultz. Zucker will get the return feed to Schultz, and that one's in Pittsburgh's skates, and Gardner will find it for Carolina. Gardner stops up, tries to center that. Stahl will find it. Stahl on the near side into the corner. Drops that one between the legs. Unable to find Foegele, and Pittsburgh Right back the other way. Schultz joins the rush. Finds it in the slot. Rebound. He goes across the crease. He had it right on the doorstep, and he just missed. And Rust will get another chance, but Mrazek well positioned there. Rust finds Malkin a shot, and that one went just wide. Stahl will find it behind the net. Carolina trying to clear, and Stahl will do it himself as he continues on. Stahl at the top of the circle, try to center it, but Niederreiter draped by two Penguin players. Unable to get that puck, and here comes McCann. Bumped off, Johnson will find it, and McCann will carry it in successfully this time. A shot on net. And Mrazek will get the glove on that one, and he'll freeze with just about 5 minutes played through this one. This matchup still tied. Goes to show for these two teams as they've played each other equally throughout their entire matchup history. Pittsburgh winning 68, Carolina 65. So these two teams like to play evenly matched as Pittsburgh starts their cycle in Carolina territory. Tanev will cycle it. Bukestan in the other corner will find it again. Tanev, and finally Williams there to intercept that and disrupt the Pittsburgh cycle. Johnson at his own blue line. He's crushed, and McGinn has an opening, takes a weak backhand shot on, and he flat out missed the net there. Bukestan finds Lafferty. He comes in, draped by two Carolina Hurricanes, and that was cleared. Letang there to meet it at center. Pittsburgh undergoing some line changes, so is Carolina. Pesce goes to his defensive partner, and Netchis will find it at Pittsburgh's blue line. Centering, Dzingel. He had a good chance to hit the open net there. Murray was unable to get across, but it missed wide. But Netchis there to find it. Here comes Haula. Haula gets around one defender. He'll dish it back. Slavin to Netchis. He'll go up at the point for Van Riemsdyk. Slavin has the puck again. Dzingel rebound, and Netchis was right on the doorstep. Unable to put it home. Dzingel back over to Van Riemsdyk. He finds some room. Shot, and he got hit just as that one was released, and Murray made the easy stop in this Carolina fourth line. We saw it in Game 3 where they were going up against Sidney Crosby's line. They were playing absolutely outstanding, and another great shift for them there. Sidney Crosby's line going up against Carolina's first this time around, in Shvestikov will get a shot on net. Murray will turn that aside. Schultz will break it up to Hornqvist, and he'll wind his way on in. Van Riemsdyk right there using his physicality to get him off the puck, and Aho will make the play to break it out. Shvestikov in Pittsburgh territory. He'll dish it back. Shvestikov tried to center that, but Slavin was pinched in there, and he'll come back up to the point. Slavin to Shvestikov. Oh, what a goal! A tic-tac-toe play from Carolina. And Sebastian Aho, his third of the playoffs. He finishes it off and blasts one past Murray as it went left, right, back to left. And Murray, out of desperation, was unable to come up with it. Aho, the native of Rama, Finland, puts Carolina back up by one. And the Carolina fans hoping to see a storm surge tonight as Aho is third of the playoffs. Puts Carolina up by one. Jordan Stahl out there up against Pittsburgh's third line as Slavin will pick it up. Finds Stahl and Niederreiter right back in for Carolina. Can they go up by two? Pettersson denies that, and he'll carry it for Pittsburgh. Pettersson pinches, and that one goes deep in, but Slavin there to meet it. Niederreiter has it. Potential 2-on-1 for Carolina. He's got Fogle, but Murray made an outstanding glove save. Went all the way back for that one. And he'll freeze with just 10 minutes remaining in this one. Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, that this stream does support charity. We are supporting Project Hope. Project Hope supports frontline workers during COVID-19. So support by clicking the link in the chat to donate, or just by hanging around being a viewer. We appreciate your support here at ENHL. As Russ is tangled up with Dougie Hamilton, he finds it. To the point as Letang and Malkin try to do a spin shot in the slot. He was bumped off that one. Fogle for Carolina breaks in. He'll stop at the top of the circle. Finds the slot, goes to Hamilton, and a weak wrist shot in front. Hit a couple of bodies there. Hamilton might have been looking for a deflection out in front. But nonetheless, it goes out of play and will remain in Pittsburgh territory. Haula up against Malkin in the face-off dot. And Haula will lose that, but the winger right there to help, but Pittsburgh breaks it out regardless. Zucker, a toe drag, he's checked. Gardner there, and he'll throw it up to McGinn. McGinn, breaking on, he'll dish it back, gets the return feed, and he's finally bumped off. And Pittsburgh might have an odd man break here as Russ takes a shot on net. And Mrazek able to freeze that, and he'll get a whistle. So Slavin on Carolina has been affected these entire playoffs. He was first on the team for assists last playoffs. Hasn't quite reached that number yet. He had 11 last year. And we'll see what he can offer as Carolina's in round 2 tonight. Teravainen will carry the puck for Carolina as he breaks it in. He'll stop and continue on. Behind the red line, he's bumped by Johnson. And he'll wrap that around the boards for Marino. Turned over. Teravainen has it. He tried to get a shot off in the slot. And a rebound. He gets it back. Carolina on the forecheck. Strips Pittsburgh of the puck on 2 separate occasions. And Teravainen, if you miss, try again, and he was bumped off it. But Svechnikov right there to get it back. Finds Teravainen. And Teravainen gets his 3rd goal of these playoffs. He led Carolina in goals last year with 7. And he tucks that 1-5 hole right on the doorstep. And Carolina opens this game up a little as they are now up 2. So it is now 3-1 Carolina. In the second half of this second period, the ref drops the puck and we are back underway. Marino finds Johnson and he'll find Marino in on the rush. Marino, Dubuque-Stan, and he almost answered it right away. Gensel tried to center that, and that was Tanev unable to get a piece of it. He does a backhand shot, but Mrazek will save that and poke it into the corner. Tanev's bumped in the corner, and Carolina breaks it out. Svechnikov has it. Across the blue line, Svechnikov comes in. He tried to get a shot off, and he'll end up hooking Dumoulin, so a Pittsburgh power play is forthcoming. Tanev over to Marino. He stops. The extra attacker's out. Malkin centers it down. McCann tried to center that one out in front, but Carolina finally touches it, and so they'll go to the penalty as Svechnikov for hooking. As you see, it was Justin on Johnson, got the stick up, and so he'll sit 2 because of that. So Carolina will send out their penalty kill unit. They've been 80% throughout these playoffs, in Pittsburgh just 2 for 15 in these playoffs, hoping to step it up here. Carolina will win that faceoff, and that is dumped the length of the ice right away, and Schultz will have to go behind his net. He lost the puck, and he had to make a quick play as Carolina was right there on the forecheck. Sidney Crosby does a fancy D, comes in over to Dumoulin, and didn't quite get to Mrazek. Rust finds Dumoulin again. Hornqvist, he's pressured by Haula, and a centering pass is touched by Pesce, and he'll clear that the length of the ice. Just about halfway through this Pittsburgh power play, and Murray was forced to make a play there, but Pittsburgh able to break it out regardless. Hornqvist try to center that. Gensel there for support. Finds Schultz, walks in a shot, and Mrazek made the save there as that was a good opportunity on the power play. And as we look here, Svechnikov right there with Teravainen for 6 penalty minutes. So Carolina not very well known for their discipline, but so far they have defended it as Edmondson will grab the puck. McGinn try to make a play that's sent right back, and Zucker will happily accept that, and Pittsburgh starts their cycle. Dumoulin a shot. He wristed that one high and wide. Edmondson collects that and dumps it the length of the ice. And that might just about do it for this power play unless they can get something going quick here. 5 seconds left as Zucker will enter the zone. He's pressured by Van Riemsdyk, and Gensel has it. Gensel had a shot in the slot just as the penalty expired. And an uncalled for turnover by Carolina results in Gensel having a good look. But Mrazek there to keep this game a 2-goal deficit. Bluger and Wallmark in the faceoff dot. Letang has it at the point. Letang a shot, and Mrazek made a great save there, and he'll freeze for another whistle. Wallmark, Bluger will remain out there. Rod Brind'Amour looks like he's using his 4th line to go up against Pittsburgh's 4th this time around. We'll see how they fare as Gardner will pick it up for Carolina behind his net. Try to pass it around, but that hit off the back of the net. Bluger's got it, and a good save by Mrazek. Bluger will pick it back up. He walks in, centering pass. That went nowhere. Necas has the puck for Carolina. He stops, finds Hamilton. Dzingel will get the return feed, and Cahoon finally there to break it up. And Lafferty will bring it out. Over to Cahoon. He's bumped off. Necas hands it to Dougie Hamilton. He'll kick it right back to Necas. Necas going from left to right. He'll send it the other side of the rink. And Dzingel dumps it in. Met there by Walmart. Good forecheck as Walmart's right out in front. Try to do a spin shot behind the net. Unable to get that on. Dumoulin finds Crosby over to Lafferty. Lafferty halts at the point, finds Crosby over to Lafferty. A shot that hit a body out in front. Crosby has it behind the net. He's bumped, able to get it back to the point, and now Crosby has it behind the net. Crosby will carry it out as the final minute approaches. That one's dumped in. Crosby battling Van Riemsdyk there. He wins the battle, but Stahl will take on Lafferty, and he'll grab the puck. Over across to Niederreiter. There's a battle for the puck. Goes just wide of the net. Pettersson there to meet it, and he'll grab it for Pittsburgh. 16 seconds left as Pettersson will find Crosby. Can Pittsburgh recreate a late period magic once again? Niederreiter will grab that, curl around. Slavin not there to meet it. So with 1 second left, Crosby, he just tried to beat the puck, but it just crossed over the blue line, so it'll get called back for an offside. That might have been Pittsburgh's last chance to get something generated here. But nonetheless, the referee will drop the puck with 1.7 seconds left. One back by Haula, and that'll do it for the second period. So, Carolina scoring 2 in the second period to go up 3-1. They are hoping to tie this series back up at 2 before they head back to Pittsburgh. So it was Aho on a tic-tac-toe play, blasted it past Murray, and Teravainen right out in front tucked it through the 5-hole to put Carolina up by 2. We'll be right back on the ENHL Network for the third period. Stick around, we'll be right back. Welcome back to the ENHL Network. We are just about set for this third period. In case you're just joining us, Carolina scored 2 in the second to go up 3-1 and are trying to tie this series back up at 2. Dumoulin joins the rush for Pittsburgh. He's deep in Carolina territory, but Mrazek forced to make a play, and he'll freeze for a whistle just before this period gets underway. So it's Aho and Teravainen with the goals for Carolina. So it's safe to say Carolina's first line doing their job tonight as Svechnikov has a breakaway. Can he add a second? Svechnikov gets a second chance shot off, but Letang racing back, able to get a stick on the first shot. It might have prevented a good first chance, but Murray saved the second, and we'll get a whistle to his right. Both first lines staying out there. The ref drops the puck, and Crosby will kick it back. Gensel on the left-hand side for Pittsburgh. He'll break it in. He'll stop, go around Van Riemsdyk. Teravainen there to pressure him, and Slavin right on Hornqvist. Carolina will get the puck. Teravainen across the blue line. Try to center that for Svechnikov, unable to grab it. And Hornqvist carries on the other end. Crosby has some room to work with. He'll stop. Does he have any options? Has Hornqvist, and Crosby will get it back. Teravainen able to get a stick on it for Carolina, and Aho on the near side will carry it past the blue line. Aho trying to recreate some magic for this first line, unable to do so, and Hornqvist the other way. 3-on-2 for Pittsburgh. Hornqvist winds it up, and he scores. Hornqvist had many options, but he just decided to take a slapper past Mrazek. And that option was the best one, as it beats him and brings Pittsburgh back to within 2. Hornqvist knew exactly what he was doing, and he absolutely got all of it in that shot, and he gets his 6th of the playoffs. He scored 2 goals back in Game 1, And he scored again here. Hornqvist leading Pittsburgh in goals these playoffs. And he tallied on another one to bring them back within one. As both second lines will be out there, and Malkin will win it back. Schultz to Malkin, trying to tie this game up. Malkin, a shot, and Mrazek able to get a shoulder on that. Stahl carries it. He slows down. He'll maintain possession through the neutral zone, and he'll find Foegele. Foegele puts himself offside. Jordan Stahl didn't know that, and he carries it over, visibly distraught, and Foegele hangs his head down as Carolina will keep the same line out there, but is called for offside. Schultz right up against Niederreiter there as Russ is on the far side. And Russ will have the puck. Goes cross ring to Zucker. Tried to deke past Hamilton, but Hamilton stood him up. Stahl across center over to Foegele. Foegele will dish it back to Niederreiter. Cross rink, unable to get a stick on that, but Hamilton gets a slap shot from the point. Mrazek there to meet it, and he'll get another whistle with 16:07 remaining. So as we just mentioned, Patrick Hornqvist tied for second in playoff goals. We've talked about his importance, about his contribution to this Pittsburgh Penguins team, and that proves it right about there as we're back underway. Up against the wall, he finds Williams, and Carolina getting situated. Over in front, and Murray made a good pad save. There's a loose puck. Bustan tried to wrap it around, but right out in front. Unattended to. It was McGinn who had a great shot on. Shocking that no one picked him up, as it was just him and the goalie. Unable to blast that through. Haula, Williams, and McGinn out there for Carolina's. That one's won by Pittsburgh. McGinn has it. He's bumped off by Pesce. And Edmondson has it. Edmondson finds Pesce again. He takes a slap shot. That was low on the ice. Murray deflected that. Haula, rebound. And the loose puck in front of Matt Murray resulted in a bit of a fire drill. They're finally able to clear it. Edmondson right back for Carolina as Haula picks it up. Haula, a toe drag deke. Comes around, dishes it back. Down low for Haula again. Finds Edmondson. Him and Haula get tangled up, so he dumps it in. Over across, down to Netchis. McGinn to Haula, and he couldn't quite bury that. Haula tried to get that back into Pittsburgh territory, but as he did so, he carried the puck over the line, and they'll get called for an offside. Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, that this stream does support Project Hope. Project Hope is supporting frontline workers during COVID-19. So we appreciate your support. Click in the link in the chat to donate, or just support by being a viewer. We appreciate your support here at the ENHL network, as Mrazek forced to make a stop on Bluger there, and he'll freeze for a whistle with 13:24 remaining in the third. Both fourth lines out there, and Bluger will win that. Cahoon over to Dumoulin, finds Letang, and he'll cycle that back down. Letang gets it back. He'll flick it high off the glass, but Carolina gets it this time. Slavin down to Dzingel. Tries to find some room. He gets bumped off Van Riemsdyk there. Slavin finds Van Riemsdyk, a shot patted to the side. Carolina still on it as Slavin, deep as he pinches, finds Wallmark. Back to Slavin, a shot, and that was a good save by Matt Murray. Gensel has it for Pittsburgh. He'll carry it in. 1-on-4. He's got Bukestad there on the far side, unable to find him. And Carolina breaks it out again. Aho waits. Deeks can't find anything out front for Teravainen. And this Carolina first line has been outstanding all day, as they have had chances left, right, and center. Sidney Crosby try to center that to no avail. Aho will be there, and he'll dish it cross ring to Svestikov. Svestikov on the far side finds Van Riemsdyk at the point, but his pass is intercepted by Schultz. And here comes Pittsburgh. Zucker down low to Schultz, approaching the halfway minute mark here in the third period. Aho will find Niederreiter, and he'll find Teravainen. Passes all around here as Gardner unable to keep the passing going, and Pittsburgh will carry it. Slows down. Right there to meet him was Gardner, and a weak shot on net was turned aside by Mrazek. Jordan Stahl carries it, stops at the blue line. It's onside, finds Niederreiter, tried to get it to Teravainen. He was unable to tap it home. Niederreiter unable to get the puck back, and Rust will dish it back to Zucker. Rust entering the zone. He's unable to go anywhere. And Carolina picks it right back up. Carolina trying to defend a 1-goal lead late here in the third. Foegele try to kick it back. Stahl will grab it, and he'll enter the zone, try to dish it back, and that was a poor pass as went through a barrage of bodies. But Edmondson there to pick it up. Edmondson waits, cycles it back, finds someone out in front, but Pittsburgh right there to intercept it, and Rust will find McCann. McCann, he's got some speed. Slows down, however. Will find Schultz, and a slap shot hit a body. Pesce over to Edmondson. Breaking it out for Carolina as he crosses the blue line. He'll halt for a second, finds Niederreiter, and he'll end up saucing it back to the point. Pesce takes a slap shot, and that hit off the mask, and Mrazek, it goes in! How did that one go in? As a shot from the point bounced around a couple bodies, Erik Haula is credited with the goal. And a weird sequence of events as it just hit off a bunch of bodies, ends up behind Murray. And we talked about that weird sequence of events from the disallowed goal from Rust last game. Talk about that here as Haula just gets a stick on it, able to make it count. And Haula scored 2 goals in Game 3. He's got 1 in Game 4. And they'll line back up. Carolina fans seem shocked, but they'll take it nonetheless. And I'm sure most of you are shocked as well, as Williams will carry it back in for Carolina. He'll wait. Finds Edmondson at the point, and Haula will find it again. Haula, can he make it 2 again? McGinn unable to shoot that one on Matt Murray. And McCann carries it. Bukestad, a shot that went wide. Bukestad try to center it out front, and there's a loose puck. Edmondson able to grab that. Stretch feed, dishes it back. Tanev there to intercept. And Pittsburgh trying to get some offensive time as they need 2 goals to tie. Edmondson carrying it for Carolina. He'll dump it in. Carolina playing a little more conservative. He's hit off the puck, and Johnson will join the rush in his place. Bluger takes a shot, scores. Just when Pittsburgh needed one the most. Bluger from McCann and Johnson brings Pittsburgh back to within 1 goal. Bluger is second of the playoffs. Comes late in the third here as Pittsburgh tries to mount a comeback. Right in the slot. Just waited an extra half second for Mrazek to commit. And there was room on the right side, and because of that, the 4th line of Pittsburgh will go up against Carolina's first. So the table's turning here tonight. We'll see as Cahoon will dump it into Carolina territory, met by Lafferty. Lafferty tried to bank it off to the point. Svechnikov there to meet it, but he's bumped by Crosby. Crosby almost put himself offside. The referee says no, but Svechnikov there to intercept it. Took the hit to make the play, and here comes Aho. Over to Teravainen. Back to Hamilton, and a slap shot from Svechnikov was blocked out in front. Gardner tried to center that. Letang had the puck come to his stick, and he'll pass it out, and Pittsburgh will dump it in. Gardner didn't have the right angle on it, but no harm, no foul as Aho's there to meet it. Teravainen with 3 minutes left, killing some time off the clock. He's deep in Pittsburgh territory. Aho to Svechnikov, and Murray with an outstanding save going left to right. Got the blocker on that one. Dumoulin carrying it in for Pittsburgh now. He hesitates, will go wide. Behind the net now, he's deep in the pinch, and a shot from the point. Unable to find the net, and Slavin dishes it around the net. Aho, cross ring to Slavin. Svechnikov there, he's bumped off the puck. But more valuable seconds taking away for Pittsburgh here, as they still need 1 more. Aho has the puck, stripped from him, gets it back. Foegele, a shot. Murray blockers that to the corner. We'll have to see when Murray makes his break for the bench. Slavin down, a Foegele shot, scores! Svechnikov scores once again, and Carolina just put the nail in the coffin for this game and look bound to tie this series up at 2 games apiece. Svechnikov, a one-time shot in front of Matt Murray, beats him top right. And Svechnikov, his second of the playoffs. He was the second overall pick in the 2018 draft. And he has come a long way here, scoring the dagger for Carolina here in Game 4. Pittsburgh still has a little time to work with, so they'll pull their goalie as Rust comes in, finds Slavin, and he'll break it out past the blue line, and he'll dump it in. Didn't have a look at the empty net, but he'll kill more time. 50 seconds remaining for Pittsburgh. Malkin has the puck, dishes it to Crosby, he'll stop. Crosby gets the puck back, trying to start the cycle. Carolina, their fans cheering their name as they try to kill off these last 30 seconds. A rebound for Malkin, who's unable to get there in time. Try to send it for Crosby, can't get a stick on it. Johnson, a shot from the point. Rebound, Zucker had a great chance. Oh, what a pad save by Mrazek in crunch time. As Wallmark will grab the puck, empty net. Oh, he missed that one. So it might not have an effect on this game, but that is sure embarrassing there. But Wallmark has his head looking skyward as the final seconds tick off. Carolina counting down the seconds as that one's blocked out in front. 1 second remaining. That's going to do it. The series is tied up at 2. Carolina able to salvage one at home, and they take this one by a final score of 5-3. And this series will shift back to Pittsburgh for Game 5. So there will be a storm surge in Carolina tonight as they pay homage to the fans, and it's always nice to see players have fun here as they salute the crowd who has been supporting them since puck drop. Well, Pittsburgh made it interesting from a couple of goals their own, but it was Carolina opening things up late in the third, and it was Svechnikov with the dagger later in the period. Tampa Bay versus Boston coming up next. Thomas West will be on the call for that. Thank you for watching. ENHL will be back in just a few minutes. Have a good one, everybody.